Hey guys, I'm Jordan Duffy, and I will be presenting my 2022 SMART Goal project. So first I'm going to go over our baseline data, and then afterwards I will go into how the weeks were set up, anything that changed, and then of course what we learned throughout the chapters, and my graphs, etc. So first, the specifics. I wanted to complete gym lifts, so using weight 5 out of the 7 days of a week. This could have been back and buys, quads, glutes, hamstring, chest, shoulders, abs, whatever. It just had to be weighted to exercise. If I did cardio only, I did not count it because this was not a part of my goal. Um, I did, however, have miniature goals that I wanted to build muscle, um, lose body fat percentage, but the overall goal was to go 5 out of the 7 days a week. My measurements, how I would measure would be how long I was in the gym, how many days a week I was in the gym, or when I wasn't in the gym. And then I also recorded like how I felt after, if it was a good lift, if it wasn't, what my emotions were, what might have affected the lift, the gym was too busy, or whatever it might have been. If this was achievable, I personally set my goal a little bit lower. I used to be on the swim team at Barton, and we would do 9 practices a week, and I burned out in 2 years because obviously I quit. Um, it was too much for me. I didn't have time to hang out with my friends or do homework, whatever it was. I wasn't able to accomplish that while on the swim team. So I thought that 5 days a week allowed me for 2 rest days, and it gave me a lot of time to do whatever I wanted throughout the week. Realistically, I knew that my body would be able to do this because I was on the swim team. Um, and getting 2 days of rest is like a fair amount of time. And then timely, just the semester goal, but I ended up continuing to do this. So why have I not achieved this goal before? Like I said, I was on the swim team. We already lifted twice a week. I had no reason to go to the gym. Building muscle was like hard to obtain, um, because we were doing so much cardio. So I knew I had no energy or no want or need to go lift. Why is this my goal? Obviously, I have played sports my entire life and I no longer am, so I decided that I could compete against myself physically and mentally with lifting. I also work where my gym is, so it's very convenient for me and it would create a lot less excuses. I wouldn't be like, oh, I can't make it today. I work there. I definitely could make it to the gym. Okay, so the baseline week, our first week, I started off with Saturdays and Sundays as rest days. This would be doing cleaning in my house or homework, hanging out with my friends, whatever. And then we would do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday lifts, and they were about like 40 minutes to an hour, maybe an hour and a half. As you could see, there's legs, upper body, back and buys, quads, chest and shoulders, or even a day where I hit everything. So the first few weeks, my accomplishments and failures were pretty similar. It was trying to figure out what time of the day worked out best for me. Um, because I work, I'm a lifeguard, it was hard to get up super early knowing I had work later in the day and I might be tired during work. Or if I didn't have work, I wouldn't want to wake up early because I'm like, I could sleep in today, or I don't have class. Why would I go to the gym early? So a lot of the accomplishments and failures was figuring out like a schedule and a system that worked best for me, which happened about 5 or 6 weeks in. Okay, so as you can see, like most of my data is the same throughout until week 6. Week 6, I got extremely sick, um, tested negative for the flu, COVID, everything, but I had 103 fever for about a week. So as you can see, the Saturday and Sunday before. I was sick, but I was feeling okay. Monday, my lifts were very short. Tuesday, even shorter. Wednesday, at this point, I'd been sick, and I just tried to push myself to going to the gym. That did not work out. I ended up taking off Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, about a week off. This is when my mindset changed about everything, and I realized that I need my body to heal. It's okay to not be able to hit my goal every day. And the next week, I was able to bounce back and get right back into the gym. So now we're going to go into like our second half of the semester. So the first thing is, here's my graphing. We have my y-axis, which is the days I attended. As you can see, I was about 5 until I hit that 3 days a week. It went down real quickly on week 6. And then after that, I had so much motivation. I had realized I had missed the gym, everything about it, and I started going 6 days a week. Every week, 6 days a week. You can see at that very top line on the y-axis that I only took one rest day after that. I also figured out a schedule which made lifting a lot more smooth. I ended up going like 7 a.m.s every day until sorry, that's my dog. And I would go 7 a.m. before class, before work, everything, and I've stuck to that. Okay, so getting into my needs. Why hadn't I accomplished this before? Like I already went over, I had no reason. I was swimming. I also worked. I was a barista last year. And this year I'm a lifeguard at the YMCA. So I didn't have a need to. I also had a bad mindset. I would say that, oh, I'm not going to make progress because I'm eating bad cafe food, or I eat fast food a lot, so even if I go lift, like, I'm not eating well, so it's not going to help me. I didn't have any motivation. I was always burnt out from swimming, so I was like, why would I go lift and force myself to go through something that I'm not enjoying? And then I also said the gym hours. Like, I just couldn't find a time of the day that I actually liked. Did adding external incentives help? Yes. The main thing was seeing my own progress, being able to see the numbers and the weight change or body image change, and overall just self-care. Like, going to the gym, I could be in a bad mental space and after be in a completely different mood. So the growth motivation I had, it takes time, and it generates interest. So although I didn't really like the gym at first, I'm obsessed now. It's probably my whole personality. The drive. So this is physiological discomfort. Mine personally was body image. After quitting swim in February last year, I had put on some weight from the summer, from not doing anything, and so after like getting back into everything, I'd been an athlete my whole life. I'd ate whatever I want, so my metabolism was decent from all the cardio I did, but taking the summer off obviously disordered my body image. And then Hull's drive theory we learned about. So how motivation originates from a biological need, the drive reducing. So for me, again, this was body image. And just always being an athlete and needing to move my body. So what mindset did I have, and did I progress through this semester? Yes. Like I mentioned before, I had a growth mindset that I wasn't the best at lifting weights. I didn't have the right technique or anything, but I got through it. I was a little embarrassed at first. And then my fixed mindset was I'd always been an athlete. I'd always been athletic, but I just hadn't been in this certain environment. What influenced the mindset? Quitting swim and my roommates bullying me. Them just being like, oh, like, you're so lazy. Like, go do something. You don't swim anymore. So obviously I changed that. What emotions have I felt throughout this semester project? So fear, happiness, surprise, anger, these are all the basic emotions, and then embarrassment, which is a complex. The basic are like the inside out emotions, and the complex are, they require cognitive process, multiple emotions. So what biological or cognitive aspects? Obviously behavioral and physiological, like sweating, like having like that mindset change. Like I could go in, be upset, and then sweat out my emotions and be completely good, take my anger out on the weights. What social function did these emotions do? Embarrassment was a big one. Going to a new machine, new workout, I would avoid it. I didn't want people to look at me and be like, what is she doing? Like, she's doing that wrong. So, overall, my personal reflection, what I learned about myself, working through obstacles can create a stronger bond. So, when I got sick, right after that, I realized how much I craved the gym. Of course, I was 6 weeks in, but I was like, I need to go work out. I need to go get better. And then I started going 6 days a week. I couldn't take things too serious without reaching my goal. If I was too serious and couldn't joke about things, it wasn't gonna happen. A bad workout was better than no workout. I just needed to go to the gym, and I preferred to work out alone. What I learned about emotion and motivation was they play a huge role. Hormones can affect, especially dopamine. So for girls, of course, like your period, you might be having worse workouts than normal. Emotion in the gym can also drive, so it's okay to feel fear, anger, whatever. That can make your workout even better. And yes, of course, I will continue to go to the gym. I absolutely love it now. I will do HIIT workouts, spin, yoga, interval training. I'm so much more confident now, and I will not only continue to do heavy lifts or weight exercises. And so, therefore, I will not exit the tote model. Thank you guys for listening, and this was my project.